video I'm going to show you how to make wooden pins on the lathe. The pin kits we'll be using is a slimline pin kit. They're very common and easy to do. First thing we're going to do is measure and mark our blanks. Then we're going to cut our blanks to the rough size. These blanks are just roughly 3/4 of an inch by the length of the brass barrels. Then we'll head to the drill press table and drill the holes for our brass tubes. To glue the brass tubes in, we're just going to use 5-minute epoxy. Now, I didn't show this step, but before you glue the brass tubes in, you want to scuff them up with sandpaper. There's nothing too special about gluing the brass tubes into the blank. You just want to make sure whenever they're in their final position that they're below the surface. That way they can be trimmed flush with the brass tube. After the epoxy dries, we can head to the drill press and trim our blanks flush with the brass tubes. With our blanks trimmed flush to the brass tubes, we'll head over to the lathe and begin turning. This is the pin mandrel we'll be using, and you mount your blanks by separating them with the appropriate size bushing. This is the 7mm pin, so we're using the 7mm bushings. Then bring your tailstock up, lock it down, and you're ready to turn. First, you want to round your blank out, then you can turn your pin to whatever shape you desire. You just have to be mindful of the bushing sizes. You want them to match up with the end of your blanks. That way the pin kit fits together properly. Now with the pin to the shape you like it, begin sanding. I always start with 320 and I work my way all the way up to 1200. Even though I didn't show it, in between each grit I always stop the lathe and sand along the length of the pin. This gets out any scratches left by the sanding process. With your blank sanded up to 1200 grit, now you can clean the blank off. I usually do this with just a paper towel. Then you apply your finish. For this, I'm going to use a lubricated super glue finish. It consists of boiled linseed oil and super glue. I usually apply between 5 and 10 coats, letting each coat dry in between. Now, I know this camera footage isn't the best. However, all you want to do is just squeeze these pieces into place. They make pin presses, but I find that just a squeeze clamp works very well. Each pin will be different, and you want to just follow the instructions from the manufacturer. With all your pieces pressed into place, it should look like this. Now with a little bit of help, you can insert your ink, put the collar on, and then put the two pieces together. And just like that, you're done. They're extremely easy to make, and I find that they make great gifts. I hope you liked the video. If you would, please go ahead and smash that like button, subscribe, let me know what you think. Here's a few more videos I've made. Go ahead and go over to my channel and check them out. I got all kinds of videos posted.